There comes a moment when doing the right thing stops feeling noble and starts feeling expensive, not morally, practically. If you've ever realized that integrity might actually cost you, I want to sit with you there for a bit. Integrity is easy to admire when it's theoretical, when it doesn't interfere with momentum, when it doesn't slow anything down, when it doesn't put you at risk. But eventually, integrity asks for proof, not loudly, not dramatically. It asks quietly, in moments where no one is watching closely and the easier option is right there. I remember the first time I felt that weight. A situation where staying silent would have kept things smooth, kept me liked, kept me moving forward without friction. Speaking up wouldn't have changed the system. It wouldn't have fixed anything overnight. It would have just marked me, not as a troublemaker, as something worse, inconvenient. Work has a way of rewarding alignment until alignment disrupts comfort. I could feel the calculation happening inside me. If I say nothing, this passes. If I speak, things get complicated. That's the moment integrity stops being an idea and becomes a decision. I didn't speak to prove a point. I spoke because silence would have fractured me internally. And that distinction matters. The fallout wasn't dramatic. No confrontation, no backlash you could point to. Just a subtle shift. Access changed, tone changed, opportunities arrived elsewhere. Nothing anyone could be accused of, nothing that could be challenged. Just the quiet understanding that I had stepped out of alignment with what made things convenient. That's how systems respond to integrity, not with punishment, with distance. And distance is harder to argue against. At first, I questioned myself. Was it worth it? Did it matter? Did I overestimate the importance of that moment? Those questions didn't come from regret. They came from consequence. Because integrity doesn't always bring relief. Sometimes it brings loneliness. You realize how much of your safety was tied to compliance, how much of your belonging depended on not disrupting flow, and you grieve that. Not because you want to go back, but because you didn't realize how conditional things were until they shifted. I didn't become bitter, but I did become clearer. I saw how often integrity is praised as long as it stays abstract, how quickly it's sidelined once it introduces friction. That clarity changed how I moved. I stopped assuming fairness, stopped expecting protection, not cynically, realistically. I learned that integrity doesn't guarantee outcomes, it guarantees coherence. You might lose access, you might lose momentum, you might lose people's approval, but you don't lose yourself. And that trade-off matters more than it sounds in theory. If you're listening to this and you're facing a moment where doing the right thing feels like it might cost you, I won't tell you what to choose. I'll just say this. There's a kind of loss that leaves you lighter afterward, and there's a kind of comfort that slowly hollows you out. Integrity doesn't protect you from loss. It protects you from becoming someone you can't stand to live with. Imagine walking into a store where everyone seems to know a shortcut. Coupons, discounts, backdoor deals. People move faster than you. Smile as they leave with more for less. You step up to the counter and place your items down. No discounts, no exceptions. You pay full price. The cashier doesn't applaud. No one notices. You leave with fewer things and a lighter wallet. At first, it feels foolish. You wonder if you should have played along, if integrity is just another word for being naive. But later, when the receipts are checked, when the deals are questioned, when the shortcuts unravel, you realize something. You didn't buy less. You bought clean ownership. Integrity always costs more upfront because it refuses hidden fees later. And the price you paid wasn't for perfection. It was for being able to stand by what you chose without needing to look over your shoulder.